This Airbot iClean OMNI X vacuum is probably the only vacuum you need because not only it vacuums, it mops your floor, scrubs your sofa or carpet and even clean your windows too. And best of all, it only costs about 1,799 ringgit, which is about 381 USD. But is it really that good? So this all-in-one multi-surface cleaner comes in a nice black box with plenty of accessories. Opening up, you'll immediately find the user manual. Then there's the accessory storage bag. Next there is the extension hose, the supporting wheel, a handle stick, the cleaning brush tool. Then there is the spot cleaner head. Underneath those, there's the main vacuum body with both the clean and the dirty water tank already attached. Then there's the flat window glass cleaner head. Next there is the 3-pin power adapter, the charging dock or the cleaning base. Then finally there's the crevice tool. Whew. That's a lot. Now starting with the build quality, like many vacuums, it is mainly made of plastic to reduce the weight of course. But it is built very well as per usual for Airbot stuff that I've reviewed previously. Then the main body has a jetpack look to it, like a jetpack, which looks really cool. And I love how practical it is because if you want to add water, pull the left side compartment which you can put up to 500 milliliters of water. Then there's a label over here that says that you can only fill it with water or a specific formula that is Airbot approved. Now for more information on what are the exact Airbot formula that you can buy, I will leave all their website links down below. Then if you want to throw out the dirty water after you're done, just pull the front compartment which reveals the dirty water tank. And this can hold up to 380 milliliters of dirty water. So this dirty water tank has a HEPA filter included, which was really nice. And it's also very recommended for you to wash this HEPA filter after it's used since it will trap majority of the dirt. And of course this is also to prevent the dirty water tank from smelling very musty or whatever, since that tends to happen with a lot of wet and dry vacuum where the dirty water tank just stinks. Now, based on the look of this vacuum, I wish they had some kind of a shoulder strap accessory so I could wear it like a jetpack and fly and clean. Just kidding.
Stop it. Get some help.
But yeah, probably a future design implementation perhaps. Then on the right side, there's the main compartment that houses the battery, and here's where you can see the labels for battery level, self-clean, brush roll blocking indicator, and when the dirty water tank is full. Then over there as well, there's an indication for when it's on vacuum only mode and wet and dry mode. And once you're more familiar with the vacuum, you can always remove the label by just taking out the sticker on top of this battery compartment. Now speaking of this battery compartment, since there's no way to remove the battery physically, I tend to have accidental touch on the power button, and these accidental touches of the power button happens maybe the first few days of use or when I'm trying to move the device without using the handling stick. But of course, having a way to dismantle the battery so that you can buy another battery and replace it as soon as this battery is out would be a great way for you to keep cleaning non-stop. But yeah, that will be a very good implementation. Then let's look at the specs. It can suck up to 20,000 PA and it is claimed to be 60% more power efficient than other vacuums with similar features of the vacuum in the market today. Now since this is my first time reviewing such an all-in-one vacuum system, so I can't compare it with others yet. But let me know if you do know any similar vacuums that has same functions. But based on my test, the suction was really great and had a very seamless experience, and I'll discuss my different cleaning use cases later on in this video. Now the battery house here is a 5200 milliamps, which in my testing gave me the similar performance as Airbot quoted, which is about 50 minutes in eco mode and about 35 minutes in high power mode, which was overall great. And of course this will depend on each use case and how much power that the motor is pulling to clean. Then charging wise, it does take about 5 hours to fully charge from zero, and while that is quite a while, but it is to be expected since the size of the battery is huge for a vacuum like this. But the good thing to know is that there is a smart battery management here, so when the battery is full, it will automatically cut off the power, which in theory should be reducing electricity and of course extending the longevity of the battery. Then there's lots of voice prompts that will tell you things like the modes that you're in for self-cleaning, when it's on the dock, or when it's time to empty the dirty water tank or fill up the clean water tank. Now, if all of this technical information is too much for you to handle in your brain, it can be for me too. No worries, because there is a written recap of this whole video at our website at www.adamlobo.tv. Links will be down below. Next, let's talk performance. Now, what's great is that even with such a decent price factor, it performs just like how you would expect from a premium wet and dry vacuum. And I had no issues with any cleaning situations. And what's lovely is that there are 3 modes for this vacuum. First would be the typical wet and dry vacuum. Just attach the main vacuum body to the included handle stick and you're all set. So you can put the handle stick by just pushing on top, and then there'll be a click to confirm that it's nicely secured. And if you happen to want to remove the handle stick, there's a button at the back of the device which allows you to pull it easily. And after you have attached the handle stick, there are additional buttons over there. So besides the power button, there's also a button for the vacuum only mode and the wet and dry mode. Then there's also the self-cleaning button towards the middle of the handle stick. And because it is self-driving, so the weight is being pushed around much less than it actually is, because the overall package weighs about 4.8 kgs, so this does make it feel much lighter to maneuver around. So much so that I'm very confident that even a 6-year-old can use it no problem. Disclaimer, Adam Lobo does not claim any responsibility for any loss, damage or injury that may happen to your children with the use of the product. Now, I really love how the edges can clean up to 1 mm from the wall. Now, this means that edge cleaning is so much easier compared to other wet and dry vacuums. And yes, since there is a dedicated button on the handle stick as seen earlier, hence there is an auto cleaning feature for this particular vacuum, where the centrifugal high-speed auto drying feature cleans and dries the fluffy roller at 450 rpm. But once in a while, I would just recommend for you to get the roller properly cleaned manually and fully dried, air dried of course, to prevent any funky odors from forming, especially if you're cleaning in areas that you don't usually clean. Now, to remove the fluffy roller is super easy as well. Firstly, remove the transparent fluffy roller cover by pressing the switch at the middle of the device and then pull it out. Then to pop off the fluffy roller, you'll need to flick the switch from the number 2 position to the number 1 position, which is labeled over there, and you can easily take them out. And of course, putting it back is super simple, where you hear a click to confirm that it is in place. Now, speaking of clicking, you can also click the like button and the subscribe button if you guys haven't done so. That would be very much appreciated, as it will help this channel a lot, especially for very complex videos like this. Thank you very much in advance. Then as for the second mode, you'll need to disconnect the device from the vacuum itself by pressing the button at the back and then pull it out using the main vacuum handle, and it will transform it to the 2 other modes. And here's where you can use the supporting wheel with the main body. And this mode is especially useful when cleaning places such as in between or under the sofa, where the whole vacuum can't be pushed underneath. You can also use the hose attachment, which you'll need to plug in at the back of the device. And as usual, you hear a click and you're all set once again. Then you can use your preferred head, which in this case, I'll use the crevice tool to vacuum between the edges of my sofa or any smaller corners when need to. Then the spot cleaner head, which can also attach to this hose attachment, is especially great for cleaning and scrubbing some stains which is on the sofa, or if you happen to spill coffee or any other liquids. So yeah, just squirt a bit water and scrub and vacuum. So yeah, just squirt a bit water and scrub and vacuum away. Then the third mode is what I personally call the dumbbell mode, where in this mode, I will just carry the vacuum body and use the body's handle. Now this is where this vacuum really shines, because it comes with a specialized window glass cleaner head. And you can just press the button over here and the water sprays out, and you can also suck the water back in. It really helps to lessen the water mess that I typically get when I'm cleaning windows for the house or even on my car as well. So in terms of practicality and overall usage, it is amazing to know that this Airbot iClean OMNI X can transform into these 3 modes, and in terms of noise, it sits in the 75 dB zone, which is more than reasonable for a vacuum like this. Now, another very great thing to note is that if you want to confirm that these modes are at its modes, you just have to make sure to align the pins from the main device to the vacuum, and once you hear a click, it's done. So overall though, I would say that this vacuum performs very well in cleaning the house. It is very versatile in its use case, but I do feel that the biggest strength of this device is more for spot cleaning like sofa, windows, rather than major cleaning and mopping around your home, where a robot vacuum would be a more seamless and a preferred option. But at the price of 1,799 ringgit or 381 USD, it does fit in the grey area where it does what it needs to do very well enough, but it doesn't cost a bomb. Now speaking of robot vacuums, check out my video of the Airbot L108S Pro Ultra over here, which costs more than half as much as Roborock's flagship robot vacuum.